top music right here, that staircase. Yeah, let's go.
The setting is Washington, D.C. and Capital One Arena. The Nets taking on the Wizards. For the Nets, they've been aggressive and they've been good. 8 wins in their last 10 games. This team looks to grow even stronger with another statement win here tonight. Wizards, Nets is coming up next, and we'll be right back. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. A moment here to see the numbers for him.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. We've got Davis, and it's Thornton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Washington, we've got George, and it's Randall in at the 1. And this is a tough time of the season, Grant. A few months in with a few months to go.
Yeah, B.A. You know, for the players, this is when they start to feel the grind of the regular season. A lot of the guys are dealing with nagging fatigue or mental weariness.
It'll be the Nets off the tip.
Yeah.
Randall against Graham. Here's Davis. Good, and Graham with the setup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Here's Fernandez. Pass to George. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Davis with a rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. Outside Graham. There's a screen. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by George. Randall with it. And it's Graham picking him up. Over to the wing. Pass to Finley. Now here's Randall. And here's George. 4-3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Davis. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Graham for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Fernandez. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to George. Here's Fernandez. And again, Washington with a triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Davis. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's George. Here's Fernandez. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. Now here's George, guarded closely. Here's Finley. Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball. Nearly halfway through the season. Let's see the standings out east. You take a look at the Nets. They've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another. And checking out Washington, pretty far behind right now.
Seeing where the Wizards are, looking back at how strong they finished last season, it's tough to believe they're just an average team at this point of the year.
Yeah, I agree. I expected more from them. They have a lot of qualities of a good team, but they just haven't evolved the way we were all hoping.
Here's Hicks. Drills it from deep.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Trailing by 2. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
When you turn great defense into easy offense, you are going to put yourself in a great position. Well, I'd watch him the rest of the game because he is seeing a lot of shots drop.
Graham against Randall from 9 feet, and the Nets tack on 2 more. Oh, another lead change, 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Pass to Finley. Back to George. Launches a 3, and again it's Washington with a 3. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And the Nets call time here. Last time they met in Brooklyn.
They pulled out the last one against this team because they didn't waste their chances at the foul line.
While we can, let's bring up a list of the top scorers across the NBA in the past month. Here's Hicks. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Davis with a screen on George. Shot clock at 6. Hicks. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. Washington has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Pass to Finley. Here's Fernandez. Now George. Here's the 3. Thornton pulls it in. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Outside Graham. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Fields.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
It's George on the wing. Graham covering. Fade away. George's shot is off.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Graham for 3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he's good on the first of 3. And the Nets making a change here. Ross is checked in. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Pass to Finley. Here's Fernandez. Guarded by Ross. Now here's George. George with another miss.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's Davis. A 14-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Randall outside. Pass to George. Randall deciding where to go with it. Beyond the arc. On target from range.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Outside Davis. Back to Graham. An easy 2 on the layup. Graham's got 8.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Now here's Randall. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Ross passes to Graham. Here's Thornton. Back to Graham. The 3 is up. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. And this will be his second trip to the free throw line.
Taking 3 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Nets making a change here. And he's good on the second. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. The Wizards have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis.
Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, but you've got to be smarter. That's a low percentage pass.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. There's a screen.
Personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Wizard, number 15, Carlos Morales.
6 on the shot clock. Graham covering. Brooklyn pulls it in. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
You have to take advantage of opportunities. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for. He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
George scanning the floor. They set the screen from downtown. The rebound by Ross.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making it.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Pass to Davis. Here's Graham, plenty of space. And the Nets miss again.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Here's Stone. George for 3. Another miss. That makes him 3 for 10 so far.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Pass to Graham. The three.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The Wizards trail by 5. Now Williamson. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Morales. To win the drought. Thornton pulls it in.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
And here's Ross. Here's Thornton. Up top, Ross. Covered by Williamson. And Washington shooting 33% in the first quarter. Pass to Morales. No good on the triple. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's McCarty. And here's Graham. A 23-point game for him in the win against Indiana.
And he did his part from the line. Drew fouls and made them count. As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, you have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Here's Leiden. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Ross. Ross has got 4 rebounds now. It's Graham on the wing. Pass to McCarty. Now Ross fires the 3. And Stone pulls it down. Here's Leiden. He played a great game against San Antonio. Halt the run. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back to the game after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, I like how focused they've been on getting the opposition into foul trouble, as well as coming through at the free throw line.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
And it's Williamson in at the 2. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Here's Cummings. Pass to Ross. Here's Fields. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Graham?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Pass to Williamson. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Thornton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Cummings. Outside Ross. They set the pick. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big time play.
Pass to Stone. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Hits the three-pointer. He's got 6.
That's his second triple this quarter. I guess he's left that dry spell behind.
Out to the right wing. Up top, Ross. Wide open look. He squares up and sinks it. And the Nets lead by 6.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Thursday, they're off to Toronto to face off with the Raptors. Then on Sunday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
And he makes a first. Brooklyn making a switch here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Nets leading by 4. Pass to Hicks. And here's Ross. Here's Fields. Three-pointer. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Leiden. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. The 15-footer is good. Leiden's gotten his second bucket.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
Well, that's a tough shot. The contested mid-range jumper, not exactly an analytics favorite.
Brooklyn calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
George, he's checked in for Washington. And a change for the Nets. Graham's checked in. Wizards on D. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Pass to Fernandez. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Fernandez has got 5.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Here's Fields. 8 points in his last time out. And he gets that one. He's got 13.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
For Washington, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Ross against Williamson. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He shoots. And it's Washington with another. And Brooklyn with possession here. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And now a glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
And you look at Graham. The fans have pushed him into the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting.
And I'm glad they have. This is a guy who deserves to be up there with the rest of those names.
And what a night it'll be. We'll keep you updated on the latest results during voting. Pass to George. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. And now a 3-point Wizard lead.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Back to Ross. Here's Thornton. Just 4 to shoot. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Thornton's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's Fernandez. He's got 5.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Timeout called, the Nets. And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
Davis, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Washington on D. Pass to Hicks. Outside Graham. Clock at 6. There's Davis with the 3. The offensive rebound. Davis with a screen on Williamson. Now here's Davis. Graham for 3. Randall with it. Kicks it out to Williamson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
Here's Hicks. 5 points in the game. To the wing on the left. Graham for 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. And let's look now at the shooting guards who've been most effective with their defense this past month. And so Randall will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. George outside. Washington moving the ball around. Puts up a 3. Drains the triple. George has got 17.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Pass to McCarty. Here's Davis, plenty of space. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's Finley, checked by Davis. Finley passes to George. Out left to the wing. Pass to Fernandez. The 3. Washington gets it back. The 3 is up. Brooklyn pulls it in.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Hicks, that's good.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Washington trailing. Randall, pass to George. Pass to Fernandez. Here's Finley. 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Fields can't get it to go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Grant. And here's Davis. Here's McCarty. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And the Nets lead by 5.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Washington making a change here. Williamson's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Finley. 11 points for him last game against San Antonio.
And you factor in his defense as well. 3 blocks on the night, really making his presence felt.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now here's Grant. He's got 16.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Randall, the pass to Finley. George, left side, lets it fly. Thornton pulls it in. Thornton's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Pass to McNeil. Davis with a screen on Williamson. Here's McNeil. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Randall against Graham. Randall, the pass to George. For 3, 6 to shoot. That doesn't go either for George. Brooklyn leading by 8. Outside Graham. To the inside. And Davis gets it to go on the assist from Graham. Davis has got 6.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Williamson outside. Back to Randall. Pass to Finley. George for 3. That doesn't go either for George.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now here's Davis. Graham for 3. It's hauled in by Fields.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
George passes to Finley. George outside. Williamson outside. For 3, Randall. Thornton pulls it in. Thornton's got 8 rebounds in the game. Back to Graham. Pass to Thornton. Here's McNeil. And he jams it home with authority.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And we finished off one half of play. Brooklyn out in front, up by 12. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime. Let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting.
Well, these are very early returns, but even so, you can see who the fans are excited to see play.
A lot of these guys deserve the votes, but there's some big names missing. Come on, America, do better.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Wizards.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq.
From where I'm sitting, I don't see the energy, and I do not see the effort.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's George. On the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Davis, and it's McNeil in at the three. Now here's George. And the basket is good. George has got 21. Nets leading by 10. Now Graham. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
George outside. Pass to Finley. Here's Fernandez. Just 5 to shoot. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And here's Davis. Here's McNeil. 6 points for him. It's rebounded by Fernandez. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
Here's Hicks. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Randall against Graham. Shoots over Randall. Graham, that's good. Graham's got 23 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Pass to Fields. Here's Randall. For three, George. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists in the game.
There is no doubt he's been the dealer for them on offense, but he is going to need some support from his teammates.
Graham. To the wing, right side. McNeil, that's good. McNeil's got 9.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there.
George outside. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Lets the three fly, and again it's Washington with a 3.
That brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Pass to Hicks. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. It's Graham on the wing. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Well, after spacing the floor for them in the first half, he's gone cold from out there.
George outside. From behind the arc. Sinks it from distance. George has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Now he has quickly piled up the points by stringing those threes together.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Here they come, DC family. Make your Wizards enter.
And a peek at the NBA's best at the three-point line. Stripped it away. Here's Hicks. Give him 8. Davis from long range. It's rebounded by Fernandez.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Finley. Clock at 6. Randall outside. This one for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thornton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Davis drawing the double team. Hits the trifecta. Hicks has got 11.
Showing great awareness and quick decision-making. That's how you handle getting double teamed.
Randall outside. Pass to George. Lets it go from deep. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. George has got 33.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Back to Graham. Over Randall. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
The Wizards trail by 12. Pass to Finley. George outside. Here's Fernandez. Back to George. There's the triple. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Graham for 3. It's rebounded by Washington. They host the Pistons after this one. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Pass to Fernandez. Basket's good. Fernandez has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Here's McNeil. All sorts of time. Finley grabs the miss.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Down low. Cuts off the pass. Graham against Randall. Lets it go. Graham, that's good. Graham's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Make some noise. Here comes your Wizards Night Squad. Make some noise.
Williamson's checked in for Washington. Ross, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Finley. Still no points. Up top, Randall. Graham covering. Just 5 on the clock. No good with the triple.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to McNeil. Outside Graham. Driving inside. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Now here's Davis. Nails it from 3. And it's a 12-point Nets lead.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Williamson outside. George outside. From deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. George has got 39.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Davis with a screen on Randall. Pass to Davis. Back to Graham. Fires from deep. And the Nets, another 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Randall. Williamson finds Randall. Here's Fernandez. Fires for 3. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got his 6th assist of the night.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
Here's McNeil. 9 points in the game. Outside Graham. From the arc. Finley grabs the miss. Wizards trail by 9. Williamson outside. To the paint. Finley gets the bucket.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
Brooklyn has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the 3rd quarter. Outside Graham. From deep 3-point range. Nails it from beyond the arc. Graham's got 33 points.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
3-point field goal.
Washington shooting it at 52%. And obviously, we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
Williamson passes to Chaney. Outside Graham.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 2 minutes. Wizards foul.
Brooklyn making a switch here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
A minute 58 left in the 3rd. Ross against Williamson. Shot clock at 5. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Cummings. It's rebounded by Washington.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Pass to Leiden. Williamson looking around. And it's off from 3-point range.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Cummings. No made baskets yet. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's Leiden. And there's the screen. 3-pointer. He drops it from range. 11 points in the game.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Pass to Morales. And here's Williamson. Here's Leiden. Here's Chaney. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
Pass to Ross. To the left side wing. Here's Cummings. And the three off target. And here's Williamson. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the third. Nets out in front, leading by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Brooklyn leading by 9. And it's Fernandez in at the force line. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Graham for 3. Buries it from 3. Graham's got 36 points.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
To the right side. Williamson outside. Washington moving the ball around. Fernandez. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And it's Washington with the ball. The Nets making their last shot. Graham covering. Charity stripe shot. That one drops for him.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
A nice shot by Fernandez.
Well, his role this half has been to help them space the floor.
Brooklyn leading by 9. Outside Graham. Tries it from the top of the key. Again, the Nets score.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Pass to Chaney. Now Williamson. Morales passes to Chaney. Offline with a 3. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
First personal foul.
2.
First team foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Fernandez. And here's Williamson. Guarded by Ross. Williamson outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 12. And he drops that one in.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Outside Graham. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Tries again. Woodson with a bucket.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The Wizards trail by 14. Graham covering. Pass to Chaney. 5 to shoot. Here's Fernandez. Three-pointer off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
It's stolen. George with it. Picked up by Ross. Back to George. And there's a pick. The rebound by Ross. Ross has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Hicks. And a great assist by Graham as that one goes.
Assisted by.
Graham's got 7 assists in the game. And so George will bring it up for Washington. It's a 16-point game. Here's Chaney. 6 on the shot clock. High arcing shot. Here's Fernandez. Knocked loose.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Graham. Ross against Williamson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Timeout, Nets. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Allie, thank you. Nets leading by 14. Here's Cummings. Pass to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Davis with a screen on George. Ross for 3. Here's McNeil. Second chance shot. Deflected. George with it. Randall outside. Back to George. Goes up on the wing, and he hits the jumper. George has got 41.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Here's Cummings. Pass to McNeil. Shoots over Randall. Nice shot from the wing. And the Nets lead by 14.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Here's Fernandez. And Davis with the block. Inside. Banked it in off the glass. And he's now got the double-double.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Randall outside. Pass to George. Here's Fernandez. Off target from 3-point range. Brooklyn leading by 16. To the middle. Here's Thornton. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Here's Fernandez. Randall outside. Pass to George. Takes the 3. Knocks down the triple. George has got 44.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
Now here's Ross. Here's Davis. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
George outside. Pass to Fernandez. There's a screen. Launches it. George's shot is off.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's McNeil. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Pass to Finley. And here's George. That three's off the mark. Nets leading by 19. Now Davis from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Thornton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And with this brief pause, let's take a look at our player of the game.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. And Brooklyn with possession here, following the three-pointer by Washington. Now Davis. Randall against Graham. Here's George. Here's Fernandez. Checked by Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it up. And misses.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
His effort has been there since the opening tip. He is leading the way by example.
For three. And there's Graham. That one's good. The assist by Davis. Davis has got 6 assists here tonight. Wizards trail by 21.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
Here's Randall, following the three by Brooklyn. Pass to Finley. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For three, George. Thornton pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Now Davis. Here's McNeil. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn, McNeil. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Good on both. Since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Wing shot on the way. Oh, nice shot by Fernandez. Here's McCarty. And So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And now, our player of the game.